Okay, how many shells in this diagram?
Three, ma'am.
One shell. Two second shell. Ang three pod, third shell. Fourth shell, ang four. Pinaka-highest. So, seven shells. Okay, seven shells. Or seven energy levels. Okay. So, in this diagram, okay, who has the highest energy level? Who has highest energy level?
7S.
5S,
7S.
5S, ma'am.
7S, narang 5S o. Asa mo? Narang 5S o. 7S. 7S. Okay, who has the lowest?
1S.
1S, or what we call the ground state. Okay, ground state. 1S, lowest energy level. Okay, so we have, let's write electron configurations and orbital diagrams. Electron configuration is indicated by shorthand notation. So N and L. N, and we have this number. So we have L is the SPDF, N is the energy cell or shell energy level. Then we have number of electrons in the subshell, sublevel. Okay, orbital diagrams make use of the box or circle, or we have this line. That's why we have 1s2, 5s2, 4p3. Okay, so if we have 4p3, it means that in what energy level? In what energy level?
4, ma'am.
4. In what shell? 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 Shell 1, shell 2, shell 3, shell 4. Shell N. Okay. Okay, N shell. We have the N shell. Okay. What subshell?
3, ma'am.
Subshell.
2, ma'am.
Sublevel. Or orbitals.
3, ma'am.
P. How many electrons in p orbitals?
3.
6 o 6. Pero in this case, there are only 3 yung nasulod.
3,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. All right. Now we have this one. Let's go to lithium. Okay, lithium. How many electrons does lithium have? Ay, mas ako to. Okay, we have this one. Oh, how many electrons does lithium have?
2, ma'am.
Pila?
2.
2.
2. 1S2, ma'am. Ay. 12.
How many electrons? How many protons? Unsa nga number? Number? Atomic. What's the atomic number?
3, ma'am.
3. How many electrons?
3.
1, ma'am.
Hala ko, uy, magtuon na mo.
5.
Wow! Confident. Hala ka, alam ba ako sa una, no? Ang number atomic now at imong periodic table is arranged according to matawag niya is atomic number, but that is arranged according to the number of protons and then and electrons. So since what is the atomic number of lithium? We have three.
3, ma'am.
One, two, three, four. Okay, so how many electrons? Na mag-review na mo kay mag-exam na bita Friday.
3,
Okay,
ma'am.
3.
Okay, ma'am.
We have 3 electrons. Therefore, if we are going to write that one here, so we have in the first shell 1s. Okay, we're going to write, okay, magsulat sa ta. Alright. In first shell, sublevel S. In S orbital, we have 3. So first electron, that is denoted with an arrow. First electron spin up, which is positive. Second electron spin down. Okay, which is ms is equal to negative 1/2. So how many electrons na itong nasulat? 1, 2. Then since we have 3 for lithium, we have 3. 3 electrons. So who has a higher energy? This electron or this electron?
1s, ma'am.
Higher
1s, ma'am. 2s.
2S, ma'am.
higher energy level.
2s.
Okay. 2s.
2s.
All right. Now, if you are confused with nuclear charge and then energy level, that they're the different ha, this maybe this electron here, kaninga electron has higher nuclear charge, but this one it has higher energy level than this one. This one is affected with shielding and nuclear charge, and this one is wala siya ma-shield, wala shielding hitabo. Okay. So, also, Aufbau principle is applied. Electrons are always placed in the lowest energy sublevel available. So, if we have each, how many electrons in hydrogen?
1, ma'am.
1, ma'am.
1. Okay, so that's why we write here 1s. Okay, 1s. Then in 1s is we have 1 electron. Okay. So, what about if we have, okay, police exclusion also that states that dapat opposite spin. So that's why we have this one. And Aufbau principle is that unahon siya mo ang lowest sublevel or energy sublevel. So that's why in here for lithium we write 1 electron, though we have two, no, we have 2 shells. So dili din ta musaka diri 2, but that's wrong. Dapat i-fill sa nimo ang first. Dapat i-fill sa nimo first and then usa ka musaka. Okay, so for example, if we have, okay, now we also have Hans rule specifies that orbitals of equal energy are available. Lowest energy electron configuration has the maximum number of unpaired electrons with parallel spins. Okay, now this time we are going to write electron configuration like this one. Okay, so how do we write that one is, okay. So how do we write that one? Now, what if we are going to write the configuration of your phosphorus? How many electrons in phosphorus?
15, ma'am.
15.
15.
electrons. Okay, how do we write that one? Is first we write we first is we feel the this energy level 1s, so we write 1s2, 1 is 2. So how many electrons na imong nasulat? 2.
Duha, ma'am.
Okay, so here, if we how many electrons in this electron configuration? How many
7,
electrons?
ma'am.
2
7, ma'am.
plus 2 plus 3, that is equal to 7. 7 electrons, and that is for nitrogen. So we have, balik ta, phosphorus is 1s2, dapat 15. Then we have, God. So magsulat ta putag balik. We have 2s, 2, then sunod,
2p6,
then
3s2,
dapat be mindful if how many electrons na imong nasulat basta nalapas na ta. Then human naman ta dira ano ani na pud ta
3p6, ma'am.
3p6. So ato i-plus daw na sila tanan if 15 electrons ba? 2, 4, 10,
Sobra man.
12, 18 ano? Dapat 15 ra. So unsa man nato ni?
4
Dapat
na lang na. 3.
okay, we have
5,
3. Okay,
3p6.
3. This one ba? Kani sa babaw.
3p3.
Okay, so we have 3p3. Okay, so that's the electron configuration of your phosphorus. Okay, what about if we have what's that naman eh? Kani o. Kanina na strontium. If you're going to write strontium, pila electrons sa strontium? Pila strontium class? Ha? SR. Sige, search sa ninyo kani maklaro.
32.
Sige, search daw. 32.
42.
Ay, taka nag-answer. Ansa pa? Atomic number.
Ma'am.
Ha? 38. Din ako mag-search ha. Okay. So we have 38. SR electron is 38 electrons. Okay, so how do we write the configuration of that? We have, okay, follow ra Japon tao. First is 1s, 1s2, sunod, 1s2 no, 2s2, hala, imo ginang i-feel, di gid ka mo ambak sa kuan kay that is according to Hans rule. Okay, remember that.
2s2.
Then humanan 2s2, 2p6. Next is
3s2. 3p6. 4s2. 3d10.
na. Okay. Unsa pa?
4p6.
Okay. O, take note. Nabot na tag 38
5s2.
nga li. Nabot nag 38 wa pa.
18, 28. Wala pa mag...
Oh,
5S
si
ma'am.
5s2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay na. Okay na? Sakto na. I-plus daw. Hello?
Ay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay na, ma'am.
Oh.
S2, ma'am.
I-add ani kining 1, 2.
Kaning number of electrons, kaning sa babaw.
Kana. Sige, ma'am. Thank you.
Sige, i-plus daw. I-add down na ninyo. Unabot pag 38.
38 na, ma'am.
Okay, 38.
Asa na taman, ma'am, sa
Kung asa,
S2.
kung asa ra ko nangita, kung asa ra unsa ra imong gipangayog configuration,
5:2, ma'am?
5:2, 4p6 then 5s2. Okay. Ya, og mangita na pug ko og kaning pinakalayo kay sa predict table. If I have kani Einstein man eh. Okay, if I have that one, di kanina lang 100 na. So daghan kay imong buhaton no. 1s1, 1s2, 1s2 taas na kayo. Okay, so asa lang siya taman. Alright, kung asa ka mabot, munong ka kung asa na mataman ma-insakto imong number of electrons mo na electronic configuration. However, okay, so if I ask you to write the configuration of your aluminum is man ang aluminum? Number of
13,
electrons, 13. 13 electrons. Okay, configuration. 1s.
1s2,
Memorize to ninyo ha?
2s2, 2p6, 3s2,
Ilan na? 2, 4,
o 3p1.
3P1.
Okay, 3p1. So this is your electron configuration of your aluminum. Okay. So this time, we also have condensed electron configuration. When we say condensed, mas easy siya, mas gamay na noon siya, mas mubo. Now, how do we do that is we take the noble gas, katong pinakaduol niya nga noble gas, pero pabalik mo ha. Example. Okay, asa galing noble gases we have here. These are okay. 'Di ba? Group 8 noble gases na sila. Okay. Okay, mao ni sila noble gases kaning nga line here. So, they are very desirable no because because remember metals loses electrons to become isoelectronic with the noble gases. Okay. And anions or the nonmetals gains electrons to become isoelectronic with your noble gases because noble gases is very stable na, they are desirable so murag unsa pa mo na ilang standard nga abton. So in this case we have the strontium. Remember the strontium is taas kay ito yung configuration. Now if we write that one, the configuration is we will write first the noble gas on the side noble gas sa strontium. Pinakaduol nga noble gas. Sa strontium we have unsa? Okay. Xenon? Layo kayo. Remember, strontium loses how many electrons?
38.
2. Loses 2 electrons to become isoelectronic with
Ano yung Y3
Kr with krypton. So, not xenon iyang pinakaduol ha. Pa-backward mo class. Pa-backward. Okay. So, we have that one. Example, if we have the Cl. Okay. If we have Cl. Cl gains how many electrons? Hala, nakalimot na mo.
1, ma'am. 7.
7 di ay.
17.
1.
19, ma'am.
Hala, pagtanaw mo sa atong video ha.
3,
Lose 1. It gains
7.
1 ra ihang kinahanglan ng electron to become isoelectronic with unsa nga double gas? Argon. Okay. Argon. Now, so what about oxygen? How many electrons does it need to gain? How many?
2
1,
ma'am. 2 ma'am sa
2
neon.
to become isoelectronic with neon. How about potassium? Cesium. How many electrons must it gain or lose?
Is it ma'am?
Cesium. How many electrons must it gain or lose? Unsa siya? Lose or gain?
It's a symbol sa C.
Sa unsa nga kuan ma'am?
Cesium. CS.
Sa unsa nga
Tara.
element ma'am?
Kani. Cesium. Cesium. Kita?
1 ma'am.
1. To become isoelectronic with? Ha? With?
Krypton?
Then 1 ma'am.
Xenon. Okay, 1 backward dira. Mulus na siya isa ka electron, di ba? Yung electron sa cesium, pila ka buk electron sa cesium?
54 ma'am.
54 ang xenon.
55 ma'am.
Okay, so mulus na siya isa para so 54. Ha? 54 ang xenon, 55 ang cesium. No. Okay, ang xenon 54 ang cesium 55. So ang cesium mo lose siya og isa ka electron para mahimo siyang 54 electrons na siya. So pareha na sila og electrons sa xenon. Okay. So mo na siya ha. So xenon ang iyang pinakaduol nga noble gas kay if kaning Rn, if Rn tarang Rn. If we have Rn, layo kayo ang Rn sa iya ha, so xenon. So, kung naakadri sa non-metals, paatras ka nga noble gas. And then if naaka sa non-metals, so the same line ra nga noble gas, imuhang buhaton para condensed configuration. Okay, so going back, now, pag-review mo ha. Okay, review. Okay, so we have strontium, naray mo strontium. So, kinsa pinakaduol nga noble gas? Krypton. Okay, krypton. Kr. So, we write Kr. Okay. Then, unsay sumpay? Magsumpay-sumpay na denta. Now, in your periodic table, again, daghan dali ra jud mo makamemorize sa inyong periodic table kaysa yun na siya ipang-arrange na kayo ni siya ni Demetri. Okay. Now, we have the metals. Mo ni metals, no? Metals, dili. Metals. What about this
Metals.
side? This side. Non-metals. This side.
Transition.
This side.
Inner transition.
Okay. So, metals. Okay. All the metals has S orbital. Then all the non-metals has D orbital. Oh no. F. SP. P orbitals. Then all the transitions has D orbitals. D and F. Okay. So, unsay lahanan na kuan ma'am? Now, we have aluminum. Going back to aluminum, what is the outer energy level? In aluminum, unsa ang pinakalayo nga energy level?
3p1 ma'am.
Okay. 3. We have 3s. This one. Diba? Okay, outer energy level. Okay, apil pud ni siya energy level man ako panguta. So katong mga 3 apil tong sub-level. Okay, which has sub-levels S and the P. So, if we are going to look on that, that's why in your periodic table, kung mamalit mo, na ano po siya electron configuration. So, aluminum is, what is the, okay, this one here, okay, the outer sub-level, outermost sub-level of aluminum is outermost sub-level energy, sub-level, sub-level.
3F2 and 3P1.
Sub-level naman, sub-level akong ipangayo, which is
2 and 1.
3P.
3P.
Okay, 3P1. So that's why your aluminum, okay, belongs to P. P orbital. So ma-check na dayon nimo ang imuhang pagsulat sa configuration na hala ang aluminum kay dapat P ang iyang last P because it belongs all the non-metal all here in this side kay P man isla P block. P orbitals. Then diri pod kay S. So, nya naara ka taman diri na nagsulat. So, ma-check na nimo, oh, di ko check. Wrong ko. Dapat P. So, kani, we can say that aluminum is correct. Imong pagsulat. Now, we have, the configuration of strontium. Strontium, what is the outermost sub-level energy? We have
S.
S.
5 S.
Okay, S. Alright, S. S. Asa to? Hala. S. So we can check. Ang strontium na ba sa S? Okay, so we can check it's correct. Now, because that one, your periodic table is all in this block, that is S1. All in this block is 2, S2. That is S2. In this block, pila tong P? P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, P6. Here, D1, next, D2, D3, D4, D5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Diba? Amazing. Then we have this one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. So we have 14. Sakto ra kayong pagka-check no, ang D kay must have 10 electrons, ang F kay 14 electrons, P must have 6 electrons, and S has 2 electrons. Okay. So we have that one. Na-follow to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So ma-check na nimo. Okay. So we have that one. Again, unsa to atong gipangita strontium. Now, after we write Kr, what's next? Dali, dire. Nanang Kr dire. So, balik na pagka dire. This is S. No, S1 ni siya, no? S1 ang RB. S1. And S1. And this is S2. So, we write S2 dire. S2. Di na nato S1. What about the number, ma'am? Now, the number in the group or the period, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many periods?
7, ma'am.
7. Now, the periods also correspond to the number of energy level or shells. So we have, unsa to isulat dire?
7.
7 S2? 7 day ang SR. 5 S2.
5.
Okay, so we have, alright. Now, if we write the condensed, mauna ni siya. Mauna ni mong configuration sa SR. This one.
1.
So, compare, okay, compared to this one, pinakataas. Taas kayo. Unsa gali ni siya nga electron? Ay nga atom?
1, ma'am. Sir, ay strontium.
Kanina sa babaw. Phosphorus. Phosphorus man to, no? Oh, phosphorus. Okay, so what is the first? Let's write it into condensed configuration. Asa man to? Okay, condensed configuration of phosphorus. So, okay, phosphorus na ra. Alright, what is the nearest? Okay. Ala, dili der siya na. Pa-backward yun dito permanente, dili ta sa argon. Okay, so what is the nearest? Nga backward ha, pa-backward, even the non-metals mo backward ay. Okay, what is the noble gas nga dool sa iya pa-backward? We have neon. Okay, neon. Alright. So, ayaw na to akong istorya nga pa-forward, no? Pero katong mo lose o mo gain, pa-forward to siya. Kani. But here, condensed configuration, neon. Okay. Neon. So, we have that one. Then, first, moagi siya diri, no? So, we have, unsa ni nga group? Nga period, 1, 2, 3. We have 3s. Ha? Diretso na lang tayo. Feel na nato na 3s2.
2, ma'am.
Okay, then we have 3p.
3.
1, 2, 3. 3p, 3. Okay, so we have that one. Condensed configuration. What about the condensed configuration of your iodine? Iodine. Iodine.
KR.
Ay, kanina lang 80.
Care
80.
Xenon, ma'am.
Xenon. Okay, you put that into bracket. And then we have unsa sunod? Unsa siya nga line? Unsa siya nga period? We have period 6. So we have energy. Hi, ang 80. 80 man.
6, ma'am.
6. So 6s to 6s2, and then what about next sa 6s2? We have now, remember in your electronic configuration, before 6s2, we have, okay, after 6s2, we have, pagkaman diri, no? 4d. Then diri na denta. Okay, kay muagi pa man ni siya sa F group. Di na ka mo 3p, di ka mo 6p diretso. So we have, because you take note, dili lang po ka magdali-dali, o kaning sulat lang dayon kay dili man ka ato. Kani, for sure, p dayon ni siya. 6p. 6p ni siya. But remember, muagi pa ni siya diri sa imong F block and then sa imong D block. So we have 6s2. After 6s2, we have, so matanaw na lang ka, we have 4f. We have 4f14. So we write, okay, 4f14. So, mo ni siya dire. Tama ni siya dire. Then, imo na pong labangon is taman dire. Which is 5d10, asa ka? 5d10, and then this time, humana ka diri na naka sa P group. We have balik 6p5. Okay, so taas kay configuration ng ATK. Makaagita diri sa F group, F block and the D block. So this is the configuration, condensed configuration of your AT. Unsa gali ni AT? Astatine. Okay, astatine. All right. Now we have that one. Okay. Now if I ask you what is, okay, in this case, what is the highest, okay, outermost energy level? 6. Okay, 6. 6. Energy level 6. Okay, what is the outermost energy sub-levels?
6p5, ma'am.
Okay. 6p, 5. No, outermost kay mas taas pa na siya kaysa S. Okay. We have the p orbital. Alright. Okay. So what if we write the configuration of your N, nitrogen, condensed configuration? 7, no? 7 electrons.
7, ma'am.
Okay, so we have HE, HE tapos 2S, 2S2, 2P, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, that's it. This is the condensed configuration of your namoy periodic table. Dira?
Ma'am.
Okay, unsay nakasulat nga configuration diri sa imong nitrogen dira?
Nga niya gi-condense, ma'am.
Unsa ra yung gisulat?
1s2, 2s2, 2p.
Ah, inana siya. Okay, ang uban, kay kanira ilang mga gipang butang. Kanira mga tumoy. Kanira no. Okay. Kanara ang uban. Ang uban, gisunod gyud. Okay, ang uban pag i-condense. Okay. Okay na. Alright. Okay ra, nakasabot ra to. Now, if we are going to, okay, so remember, if you write that one in partial, this diagram, so we have this one, first shell, oh, no, second shell naman yung duha kay tuna. Okay, so we have that one. Remember, when we write in P, okay, 1, 2. So, if we have 2p3, 2p3 is first, we write that one electron. Nganong dili man ka mosulod dira, ma'am? Para ana ra imong kuan, di ba? 2p3 no? Px, py, pz or p orbital. Nganong di man inani? Now, according to Hans rule, dapat imo siyang i-fill tanang mga orbitals before ka mo balik, before nimo mapuno tagsa sa imong ibutang. So that's why the correct pag write nimo is 1, 2, the same spin ha, 3. Now if P4, so mobalik na po din ka, diri na po kang balik. 4. Now if P5, so diri na po ka, forward na po ka, 6. Ay 5. Okay. Now, if we have P2, kung P2, PX diri PY, PZ. So, diri lagi ka, 1, kung P2. Asa ka masulad sunod? Og electron?
py, ma'am.
PY. Okay. Kumuha na ka, dira wrong. Okay. So this time, correlating quantum numbers and orbital diagrams. Okay, we have, if we have this fluorine, the configuration is this one, 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Okay, so for gisulat niya diri here, so 1s. Now, here, take a look if we are going to fill, okay, if we have, kita magsulat ani ha, 1s, 2s, 2px, 2py, 2pz. Okay, so first electron is 1. 1s2 no, diri sa ta. The next, asa ko mosulod?
Sa Y, ma'am.
Dire?
Yes, ma'am.
No, dapat kinsay lower energy level nilang duha?
1, ma'am.
Nilang duha.
1S, ma'am.
1s. So i-fill sa nimo na siya, balik ka dira. Next, 2s2. 2 electrons. 1. Asa na ko ibutang ang next electron? Dire?
2S, ma'am.
Dire?
2S, chip.
2s gyapon. All right. Okay, because even if 2s and 2p has the same energy level, they have energy level no, which is second shell, that's energy level 2. However, sa between nilang duha naapag yung higher energy and nila, which is p. Okay, p has higher energy than your s. So if field sa nimo na ang lowest. Then, in this case, 1, 2, 3, p has tuluman iya ha, they have the same energy. 2px, 2py, and 2pz has the same energy, yun na sila. So, this time is tagsa-tagsa nimo. Okay, we have 2p5, 1, next. Dere?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Dere?
ma'am.
Ana?
Dali, ma'am.
Okay. Next slide, next blank. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 na. Asa na pa din ta?
Balik na po sa una, ma'am.
Balik. Different spin. 4, 5. Okay. So, na empty, no? Empty. So, we call this one as paramagnetic. It's paramagnetic because, ano siya, half-filled ang himang orbital, half-filled, paramagnetic. Now, if we have paramagnetic, then it is affected with electromagnetic force. If duha, diamagnetic. Okay. So we have that one. Okay, now take a look at the shapes of the orbital. So spherical, then name mo siyang spherical gihapon, but because this is still an S orbital naman siya, S orbital. Then when we have here lithium is 1s2 to s1. So we have S gihapon. So we have bigger. Now this time, this is ang P na po din ang atong kwan. P is, di ba, we have shapes, PX and PY, and then we have the PZ. They have the different shapes, but it looks like a lobe. Okay. Then ang uban dayon kay nag-ana po dayon. Ang uban po, ana. Okay. So different. So mga na siya. Okay. So we have configuration. Okay, writing partial orbital diagram. So when you write the partial orbital diagram, only the highest energy sublevels being filled. Highest energy sublevels. Because it's sublevels, so duha siya kabuk na S and the P. Okay, highest, so we have 3S2 and then 3P1. So milaktaw din siya here. Because it's partial orbital diagram, only the highest energy level. Okay, if we have, going back, if we have your, katong isa, now if we have your cesium, okay, how do you write the partial orbital diagram of your cesium? Only the unsay highest orbital sublevel sa imong cesium?
6S1.
6s2 and 6p5. 5, no? So 6s2 and 1, 2, 3. 6p. Okay, so we have first electron, second electron. Asa ibutang? Here.
Sunod, ma'am.
Okay, next electron. So that is 2. 2 plus 5, dapat 7. Kabuk mabuhat. Dire. Next. 2p5, 6p5 din na siya. Next.
Dara, ma'am.
Next. 5. Dapat 6p5 na siya. 6p5. So we have balik. Then we have balik. Alright. The partial orbital diagram. Only the outermost sublevel energy imong i-include. Okay. Condensed electron configuration has the element symbol previous noble gas. Okay, mo dito previous noble gas in square brackets. Like this one, for aluminum, we have neon 3s2 3p1. So, pag easy lang siya, you by just looking your periodic table, makuha na nimo kay ang if we have this one, we have S1, S2, P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Okay. So we have also partial orbital diagram. Okay, as you can see here, kita. So you can need this one also. Full configuration. Now, full configuration, but I don't ask you to write bracket. Gibutang na niya bracket to say that kani siya nga electrons kay belong na siya sa neon. Okay, ha? Kani nga electrons belong sa neon. And this, mo na imong gamiton para sa imong partial orbital diagram. Kaning outermost electrons. Okay, similar outer electron configurations correlate with similar chemical behavior. So in your periodic table, almost in this group has the same, almost the same chemical behavior. This one too has the same chemical behavior. The fluorine Cl and the Bri has the same chemical behavior, which are they are halogens. Then O, kana sila tanan. Okay. So we have elements in the same, that's why no kapoy kay pag-arrange ni Mendeleev ana dugay kaayo kay murag iyan nang gi-arrange pag perfect na kaayo nga daghan na kaayo siya kag basihan. Okay, elements. Okay. Elements in same group have the same outer electron. Okay, sakto ni siya. Same group daw, same outer electron.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, if we have this one, S1. Okay, so ang hydrogen S1 ang ihang last, outer. Ang lithium pud S1, ang sodium S1, ang K S1, RB S1, ang kaning oxygen nga group, ang oxygen P, pilay outer, P1, 2, 3, 4, 4, P4, ang SP4, ang SEP4, which is correct. Sakto mong good. Okay, outer. Same group per the table, exhibit similar chemical behavior. So, similar. Oh, tara take a look in this one. Okay, S1. Okay. Same, no? Okay. Okay, hello. Pila pa ta ka buok?
Kumay na lang.
Sa to, sa taban mo.
Taman mo human ni. Unsa pa di oras 10:27 pa man. Okay. So we have this one also. Hapit na jud. 31. Katunga na. Diba? So, nasa nato ni ha? We have inner core electrons. Unsa ron? Those an atom has in common with the previous noble gas and any completed transition. So if we have outer electrons, those in highest energy level, and then we have valence electrons involved in forming compound. So valence electrons also is the outermost electrons. Now if we have going back, if we have okay, the valence electron also is outermost, no, outermost electrons in outer tanaw nimo first is outermost sub energy level, and then you add the electrons in each sub levels. So we have 2 and 3, so we have 5 valence electrons for phosphorus. Now what about how many valence electrons in your strontium? Pinaka-last, pinakatumoy, outermost electrons. How many valence electrons in your strontium? This is your strontium. This is the
8,
configuration.
ma'am.
Ha?
8.
8? Nga naman, apil ni? 4 man ni. Kani 5. So, unsara? Outermost.
2, ma'am.
2. So, we have only 2 valence electrons for strontium. Okay. What about your cesium? How many valence electrons?
Valence, ma'am.
Valence electrons. Valence electrons are the outermost electrons.
1, ma'am.
Asa 1? Dere?
Yes.
Okay. Outermost. Kaya diba 6s1 manino, cesium? 6s1. Okay. Outermost electron, 1. What about your... Okay. So, I'll give you a... No gihapon. Okay. All right. All here in this group has 1 valence electrons, 2 valence electrons, 3 valence electrons, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So the valence electrons will be talking more on it on the next lesson because they are involved in chemical reactions or forming compounds. Then we have for main group valence electrons are the outer electrons. Now for transition metals, electrons include the outer electrons and any 1 minus d electrons. So if we have d, if we have 5d10, so 5d, so we have the outermost, so we have, the outermost of that is 3d. Kaitan, we have 4s, we have 4s2, then the outermost we also have 3d9, example 3d10, 3d10. So appeal siya kung inner transition metals because maagi siya sa d. Okay, 4s2 and 3d10, so 12 valence electrons. Okay, this time we are going to inside cover, give the full and condensed configuration, partial, condensed, partial, then valence, then the number of inner electrons of the following. Okay, if we have potassium, which is 19 iyang electrons, so kabalo mo mubuhat sa iyang configuration. Okay, let's write 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 6, 3s2, 3p,
6, ma'am.
6, 3p6, then
4s2,
4s2, next,
3d10.
perfect, 3d10, nalapas na kita. Pila naman eh. Plus daw, 19 ratataman ha. 2, 4, 10, 12,
Lapas, ma'am.
18, 19. Dili ratataman. Dili ra sa 3s 2. So what is now if you want to check if we are correct,
19 man, ma'am. Bungkig.
19 3s1 ra?
F1, ma'am.
Okay, 3s1. Okay, if we're going to look at the periodic table, okay, potassium is here. So, of course, S1 lagi din na siya. S1. Okay, here is S2. Okay, sakto na ka. So, how many valence electrons of your potassium? Outermost electrons ng valence electrons. How many outermost electrons? We have
2s1. Ay, 2s1.
Two.
Ay, 4s1.
Okay, 4s1. So, which is 1 electron. Okay, now if we ask technetium, okay, kaya ra gihapon na. Alright. Then, if we're going to write the partial orbital, ang partial orbital, katulong pinaka-last, no? Outer. So, we have that one. Okay. Okay, 4s1. Condense. Then, outermost. Okay na. So, 18, how many outer? We have 1. How many inner? We have 18. Kanatanan 18 as sila. Okay, if we have TC, we have KR, yung condensed. Then, how many outer? Apil din siyang D. Okay, apil ang 5S and 4D, 10. 4D, 5. Okay, so outer na niya. Outer is the electrons after the noble gas. No? Katong sa noble gas. Alright, we have that one. So, for your activity, you are going to write the same answer gihapon ha, however, like nga elements. Okay, if we have this one, polonium, we have SB and GD. Okay, SBPO. Okay, take a screenshot ha. Polonium, SB. Okay. Take a screenshot. So that is, pila to, tulok ka ba? Ay, 4 no? 4 times 2, 8 times 3, 24 points. Okay. So, naka-screenshot na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, ibutang na dito sa ano, be? Ibutang na ninyo, ha? Sa tuwang
Ma'am,
group.
ang siya pangitaw na ni ma'am.
Oh, kanatanan iyang pangitaon using a periodic table. Same ra, pero different elements. Pangitaon nimo, full and condensed electron configuration, partial orbital diagram, okay na. In how many inner electrons? Okay na? Okay, so we have defining atomic size. Now let's go to the sizes. Hala, okay. Sizes. 12:30 ta mahuman. Kapit na. Okay ra? Sige. Na, ay,
Ma'am?
12:30. Okay, wait sa ha. Ako sang i-off ang